The internet is going berserk. Insiders are leaking information, and we have all the documentation to explain how this startling revelation came to light, what's actually going on behind the scenes, and most importantly, what will happen next. You won't believe the reality about this drama. Claressa Shields recently revealed a shocking revelation that nobody anticipated. Papoose is her baby daddy, and the response was total chaos. Remy Ma did not do well, and the crowd went crazy when he dropped the bombshell that left everyone in shock. He had accused Remy of cheating on Papoose with ease, which took the drama to a whole new level. He did not hold back at all, tearing into Remy for betraying the man who had been faithful to her for years. In his opinion, he made sure everyone knew that he had cheated on Papoose. In interviews, Pippo has consistently shown love and respect for women, referring to them as the great, but the most startling aspect was that he made no effort to deny the infidelity. According to rumors, Papoose broke up with Remy right away after learning that he didn't waste time wallowing in self-pity. Instead of getting caught up in the mess, he moved on quickly. And now, guess who he is with? The champion herself. A few days ago, Messier attacked Papoose on Instagram, and Claressa even leaked texts that she sent to Papoose. In one of those messages, Claressa stated, "Take responsibility. You were the one who was married. She has been giving me clues that she is prepared to fight for what is rightfully hers and may even throw hands if necessary." It seemed that Claressa was trying to convince Papoose to be honest with her, but Remy would not hear of it, so she clowned her writing. "If she can't at least sleep on the phone or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know that he made it home safely, or to communicate that you fell asleep. While lying in my house and refusing to go, Papa's foolish self slept out on the phone with Claressa Shields. This girl is meant to be a world champion boxer, but when she heard my voice, she hung up out of fear. Now that I'm sharing everything, you're not alone." But Remy wasn't done yet. She went on to claim that this woman, this New Yorker, didn't stop there. After learning that Remy had exposed her online, Claressa lost it and yelled at Papoose, saying things like, "I know you hate internet drama, but you need to do some background. I begged Pap to say something to make me look bad and make him look like some sort of angel, but he kept saying to keep quiet. I'm tired, and he would never be with you because you're ugly. But don't worry, I saw everything. And now the world will see it too." The last thing Claressa wants is to be embroiled in a tangled love triangle with a blockbuster movie that will be released on December 25th. Married man. This is particularly true now that Remy is exposing all of her business. However, she wasn't finished, so she wrote, "Papoose, you are a dummy. Hey, Miss Shields," and he stole her phone. "My PR team will go crazy when they see this girl today. I can't be out here exposing her. I received all of your pictures and messages from other women while I was away, and he was holding me down." She then sent me more texts, and it seemed like Claressa was practically begging Papoose to be at least one of them. One of them said, "I am not happy, but all right, I will stop. I don't want to stress you more than you." Remy exclaimed at Claressa, "Miss Shields, I'm a one-boyfriend woman just like I was a one-husband woman," after she appeared to be asking Papoose for honesty. He added that he would never buy you anything because he thinks he is the prize, that he is a taker rather than a giver, and that I am the one with the money. She essentially called Papu broke, and that seemed to be the last straw for him. He finally replied, "It's sad to say, but Remy is a narcissist. She chose to cheat over and over again. Now that I have finally moved on, she is playing the victim. I have asked for a divorce so many times, but she would rather, instead of dealing with this like this, stop messing with me on social media. I'm not the enemy you want, and I'm actually very pleased, which is why the man is furious. I didn't want to post this drama online for the benefit of our 6-year-old daughter, but I have stayed silent long enough. You go on, but I will never get anyone arrested." That is another lie that can be easily verified. He then addressed the Rem that I had cheated on him with someone he knew, saying that last Christmas while I was at home with my family, I told her that we could get divorced, like adults. She refused because I wouldn't lie and say I didn't knock this chump out. I still have messages from her begging me to lie, but it doesn't even throw a second punch. I knocked him out in the picture, and Remy woke him up and brought him home with him for 4 days. After I returned home to spend time with my kid, she started lying once more. I punched him out because he shook my hand and then slept with my wife, not because he was a narcissist. Remy quickly put an end to the rumors that she had abandoned their daughter on Christmas by responding, "All you do is lie and look okay in the background no matter what. I am with my baby on every important day. You have a bad gambling problem and tried to pressure me for money to have a smooth divorce," she continued. "I've been asking you to leave and just let us divorce quietly for years. But you, in the same way that you use my upbringing and the image of the so-called gangster girl to trap me, you would leave if we had a public outburst. And you even filmed me trying to make fun of me for calling the police while you were threatening me with things. Like, oh, not Rema calling the police for help. You are a snitch. You are a rat. Call them. the situation has been playing out in public, with both of them making claims, disputing each other's accounts, and trying to control the narrative with Papoose, who had mostly stayed, and the biggest blow came when he talked about her alleged infidelity. He made it clear that while he was at home with their daughter on Christmas, Remy was with another man. He accused her of lying to change the story and said that she refused to handle their divorce like an adult because she did not want the truth out. Then came the part about the fight, in which Papoose admitted that he knocked out the man Remy was seeing, but he claimed it was only to put him in a bad light. He also repeatedly stated that he does not want their 6-year-old daughter defend her own actions, not because of the affair, but rather because the man pretended to be cool, shook his hand, and then went behind his wife's back to explain how, after the fight, Remy left him and their daughter for the same guy that Papoose claimed was the ultimate betrayal. Now that he is finished and has moved on, the drama is far from over. This is one of the messiest breakups in hip-hop, and it doesn't seem like things will get better anytime soon. Remy continued her criticism of Papoose for keeping her from your brothers, Joe, and you attempted to conceal me from everyone, and my foolish self continued thinking, no, don't say anything, don't show the real him. You would do anything to maintain the black love image that I helped you develop, and you were just fine with the world believing falsehoods about me? She also accused him of being jealous of her success, saying that he couldn't stand seeing people celebrate her the way they admired her. How many of my friends and family members did you deliberately push away? How many times did you act as though it was all a misunderstanding when you were the one who started it? I saw it every time you ignored my victories, minimized my accomplishments, and tried to draw attention to someone else, just to make sure I didn't get the attention you wanted. I had my own dreams, goals, and vision, and because I wouldn't put you above everything and everyone, you tried to ruin it. You even said out loud that you were going to ruin it, and you did. You spread rumors, turned people against me, and did everything you could to make it fail because you wanted to see me fail. You hated that I started the Battle Rap League. You hated that I was helping other rappers because I felt like a threat to you. And for what reason did I dare to follow my own path? Because I refused to live in your shadow? Because you made sure it never died. Every time it started to fade, you brought it back up and found new ways to remind people to keep it alive. You told yourself that it would go away, but you knew it wouldn't, so you made sure it didn't. The truth is that you entered and left like a thief in the night while wearing a mask. My security knows you. He saw you, and you left quickly, but not before making sure the world had another reason to doubt me. Fans who had previously believed in their love story were now seeing it come apart, unsure of whom to believe. I hope you made a lie and sold it to the world. You sent combat rappers in my company. This wasn't just a breakup. It was a full-fledged war, and neither of them was prepared to back down. False information purchased data after all of that. You still had the audacity to have me stand by your side while you pretended that everything was fine. Held my hand and smiled for the cameras, giving the impression that we were still a team because you needed the world to see us together and you needed people to still believe in you. You spread lies and twisted the truth to make sure people doubted me, questioned me, and turned against me. And for what reason? You couldn't stand it when I was doing something without you. She had accused Papoose of touching her and saying, you forgot the pool was never finished because you attacked me in the garage. The workers called the cops to get you the hell off me. Keep playing with the police. I smiled when I wanted to scream and stood next to you when I wanted to leave. I let you have your moment, even though I knew it was all lies. But I see you now, and I won't be silent any longer. Pap, I'm done editing myself. Next, the audio and video continue to lie. This whole thing is a complete mess, and it's obvious that their marriage has ended at this point. They just continued to act like the perfect couple. And, to be honest, they had people fooled before the truth came to light. As disclosed before Claressa began acting strangely toward Pippo, Remy revealed screenshots of her entering her DMS and wishing her a happy new year, Remy wrote. This is Papa's weirdo girl just days before she was hitting me up for advice on how to look good. This is crazy. I created her monster. She went on to say, I praised you knowing things were wrong, but I kept quiet knowing the truth. You think you know what I have, so that's why you feel comfortable lying to these people. But I promise you are going to regret this. At this time, Claressa was fed up with being drawn into the drama and eventually clapped back, stating, I can't believe a 45-year-old Remy replied right after. I'm not 45 yet, but you are 29, boyfriend. I'll buy you some flowers and gifts. But he didn't respond to any of his phones because he was with his other girlfriend this week. The woman is acting like a clown. Then, Claressa turned the tables and accused Remy of fabricating texts to create drama. She said, you made fake texts. It's crazy. I am not a woman you can bully. You are bitter and mad and making stuff up at this point, and it is straight chaos. Fans are taking sides and the drama doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. However, she challenged Remy to a fight right away, saying, come get your behind whooped. Crash out. No one was talking about the Vista Cups on February 2nd, so guess what? Remy declined. It's not shocking, but Remy is definitely fiery. And Claressa is a trained professional boxer who also practices mixed martial arts. Let's face it, she would have destroyed Remy in a matter of seconds. However, for someone who says she is done with Pippo, Remy did not seem particularly focused on the rumors that he is proposing to Claressa. She is not happy about it, and to make matters worse, the block captain is not looking good. Rue has it that he is already having affairs, but is anyone really surprised? Although it seems that this story is far from over, Papoose seems to have moved on totally because he is publicly flaunting his new girlfriend. And Claressa is not shy about it either, because she has stated that she is prepared to be his wife. Stay tuned to see what happens next. They are probably someplace enjoying their romance and regretting how things turned out.